Hello.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Good afternoon or evening,
Yes.
depending where you are, or morning. I don't know where you guys are. Where is everyone watching from? I saw a lot of comments coming in.
Here, Alina, virtual hug to you too. Thank you very much. Very sweet.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Hello to Florida, Argentina, Barcelona. Hi. Only 5 hours away. Hello, Amy. Hi. So today we have a really fun, I'm super excited about this episode because I'm not going to be decorating. And ladies have prepared something really, really fun for you guys today for the holidays.
Well, last week there
summer.
was...
I'm like, okay, for the summer, I mean, well, you know what I mean.
Holidays.
Last week they wanted cocktails last week.
Yes.
And so Amber jumped on that. She seemed to really like that idea. She really made a cute project. Then she sends me the picture. I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeling the pressure. Feeling the pressure. So
have you done any cocktails before?
I'm sorry.
I've done like I think in 2016 I did lots of cocktails. I had like series, but have you done anything like that, Amber?
No, I did like a glass of beer once. Yeah, that's the only kind of like drink related thing I've done, I think.
I did a champagne bottle.
Yes, you did. I love that one. It had lots of different techniques. I remember that one.
And so let's just pop on. So we have our templates on as usual this week. So Amber's is in her coffee shop. Here it is. So here's hers. That. There.
What color is that? What color did you use?
Well, I was going to say, okay, so before I tell you what cutters I used, how about everybody take a guess and tell me what cutters I used?
I think they are both. I mean, I know one, but the other one, I think I just figured it out. I think. Let's see, guys.
So let's see if anybody knows.
Okay.
So you guys, can you guess put it in the comments if you can guess what cutters Amber.
Okay. So they are saying candy corn.
Okay. And how about for the drink?
I think I know. So if nobody guesses right, I'm gonna guess if I can. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I mean,
I think it is a cutter, right?
Yeah.
I'm like a child.
Carol maybe guessed it.
Carol, you got it.
Yeah. Ocean bottle. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Like you did. That's a great idea. See, so you can utilize a cutter that normally, I mean, you would use just for one thing, right? You flip it over and voila, you can have yourself a nice drink.
The candy corn and science beaker from Ann Clark.
And this is my template in the coffee shop today, but I'm not working on this particular cookie because I just ran out of time, but that's the template. I'm decorating something else, but that's the template and the video tutorial.
What I like about this design, how you incorporated the cactus, like I believe you were trying to incorporate the cactus, right?
Oh yeah, that's cute.
I really like that a lot.
So I decorated a cardstock cookie, so that's a cardboard cookie to make sure it worked. So it turned out cute. It would make a cute cookie if you've got enough time.
That's awesome, Nicole. I hope you guys have fun with your mom.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Morning, Joseph. Yes.
Hi, Joseph.
Everybody loves cookie flips. We all. Who is pressing the control?
Yeah, she's just asking something. So I'm just saying to her, it's a hand cut cookie, that one, and the template is in the. So the link to the coffee shop is actually in the ticker there at the bottom. If you guys are looking for it, that's where it is.
And I also know if you guys also put yours in the pinned comment.
Yeah.
I also wanted to tell you guys that this week, those of you who are following us, I don't know if you caught it or not, we released a new video. It was a collaboration. All of us did strawberries. I think you saw they saw both of your projects, right?
Yeah, I did mine live.
I made 6 different takes on a strawberry cutter. The cutter It's super versatile. You can also find a tutorial on the blog where I use this cutter to create 30 different designs. Super fun. However, this cutter I think is discontinued, right? I think it's a switchable cutter, but you can kind of get similar shapes.
Yeah.
For the strawberry, and it really is a very, very versatile cutter. So like you can do a lot of things with it. And I also released a new recipe on the blog. This was a highly requested recipe for chocolate German buttercream. So you guys can check it out, hanielas.com. It's the blog, and it's the latest post. It's a super yummy recipe. It's a custard-based recipe. And if you are not into super sweet buttercream, you might want to try this because it's not very sweet. If you like it sweeter, you can definitely add more sugar, however. And I also have 2 new supply bundles over at my cookie kit, Global Belly shop. And so these are super easy, very kid friendly, and you can guys check it out. globalbelly.com /Hanielas. I believe that's the handle there.
Did you add one after this one, Amber?
No, that's my latest one, I think. And then there's a kids one coming out.
There's a kid one too.
Kids kit.
Yeah, so this is the link that you can check out or if you just type Global Belly Sweet Dames, Global Belly Hanielas, or Global Belly Montreal Confections, we will come up into the search. Okay, so I kind of exhausted myself.
So we had decided before Amber put her hand up to go first. So she's up first for her. So what kind of cocktail is this? Would you say it is?
Okay, so I just decided this is a strawberry peach daiquiri.
Ooh,
because of the colors.
Can you say that again? Can you say that again?
Strawberry peach daiquiri.
So nice. I wonder if it would be a bad tongue twister, you know? If you have a couple of those, I think it would probably say.
Okay, so this is what we're making today. Oh, we got a little
Yeah, I think it's the frame rate. That's what usually does it for me.
So if I unplug it, plug it back in, it's gonna work.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we have to chat.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, well, usually for me, I have to adjust the frame rate when I have it set at 60 when I'm doing slow motion, and then when I go back to 24, then it usually fixes it. Well, but every camera is obviously different.
So let's say hi to folks. Fabiola, hello. Jennifer, Julie, Avis, hello. Thanks so much for joining us. Familiar names. Diana, Misty.
Thank you. Thanks, Amy. Yes, it is. It is quite beautiful.
Heather.
Who doesn't love Amber's nails? Seriously, like.
She's always bringing her A game.
She really is putting us all to shame. Thank you, Nicole. Yes, it is. It is very good. If you haven't, I also had a little live yesterday and today. Oh, no, it wasn't yesterday. It was, I think, confused. Today's Friday, so it was Wednesday. I had a little live where I was filling the cake that you saw in a picture on my Instagram, actually. And today I had another live where I cut the cake. And on Wednesday we also had a live with Marlyn. Right, Marlyn was decorating terrazzo cookies, which was super fun. Can't wait to try making my own.
On my IGTV if they want to go watch it.
Well, Mar, do you want to go first while I figure this out?
Okay, no problem. So
all right, so let's. So what are we doing here?
We're doing a camera dance.
Woohoo!
I'm going to. I don't know what this is. Remove from stream, and let's this one. Okay, so this is the cookie here. So they're not the same matching like Amber, but they do go together, and it's for my Mexican friends there. It's the margarita, and then kind of like
we lost the feed. Okay,
yeah, there it is, a flamenco kind of dress, you know, to kind of go with it. So I thought it was very kind of went together. And so this is the dress with a nude lace.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I would wear it.
And
if
so
if it came with a bigger size, I would wear it.
You'd wear it. So there's a supply list, a free supply list on Coffee, and you'll find both the supplies for the margarita cookie and then the supplies for the dress, listing for the actual like tutorial on the coffee shop. So the supply list is free, but the tutorial is not. So if you want to purchase that, it helps kind of, you know, sponsor the live streams for our supplies and our expenses. So the cutters are from AliExpress, but the seller also sells on Amazon. So you'll find them on Amazon, and I have the links in the description in the supply list. It's a clickable PDF file. And so here is the cookie. So this is dry because I'm airbrushing, and this is, again, I have the link to this. This is a Silkscreen stencil. This is made for cake, so I cut mine, and it gives you 2 stencils for the price of 1, because cookies, obviously, you don't need the same kind of like sizing. And
okay, so we have few questions. So Julie, as you see, Marlyn is showing this is not an edible lace. It's a stencil, right?
This is a stencil. This is a stencil, so it's actually like mesh in there, and then they coat portions of it. It's a technique there to make silk screens. You can watch a video on it. It's they put an emulsion fluid, and then they cure it with light, and then they wash off portions that didn't get cured, and that's how you kind of make a silk screen stencil. And so the bridges are not necessary, contrary to regular stencil, because everything's held together by the mesh. Okay. And so I'm going to put the stencil in my holder. It just makes it easier because of the fact that it's fabric, so it's completely like really pliable. And now I can, the thing about this is it's not as transparent as a usual stencil, so it's a bit tricky to see. So I'm kind of trying to gauge. I want to have the petals here coming in on her kind of like hip waist area. And if you've ever noticed the holders, one side is not the same as the other, so you can kind of pick the one that's lowest so that the stencil really like hugs the cookie to avoid underspray. Any more questions?
So so how do we get, this is just a general, do you start your black icing with chocolate icing? How do you get it so black? Because I think you are using some black for the ruffle on the bottom.
Yeah, that was that's kitchen sink icing, like the other day.
Sink, yes, I love that expression. I first time heard it, I think, on Wednesday. Kitchen sink icing. Kitchen sink, it means that you mix all the colors. But I mean, I'm going to tell you how I do my black. So when I start with white, I usually add a little bit of cocoa powder, not too much, and then I add black until it's dark gray, and then I let it rest. I cover it, if I need to, I will kind of seal the top with a plastic food wrap. But I let it set at least, like, ideally even for several days, I have to say, because it does develop the color, and it helps, to prevent bleeding if you don't have to use as much color. So I assume everybody kind of uses similar technique, maybe not the cocoa powder, but.
So Julie, I think it would still color people's mouths. I don't think it would deter that. So now the thing about these is, usually when we're working with our stencils, we can run to the sink and we wash them. This seems to hold the water a bit more than like a normal plastic stencil. So that's the other good thing about being able to cut it in half. You can kind of rotate and let it dry a little bit because of that mesh. And now I'm hitting, like, really, you want to be as close, I guess, as you can, because those lines are really fine. And so you want to make sure that the color is getting in there, and I can't really see what I'm doing. So I'm trying to like hit really inside the, well, let's lift that off.
Do you find, it's gorgeous. Do you find that you have to use more, have you tested, like, do you have to use more food color?
If you're really close and it gets like, you know, you're basically shooting it inside the stencil, it's not so bad.
Not so bad. I really should try this. You're inspiring me again. Right, Amber? We're gonna try it maybe?
I mean, the airbrush has not been nice to me, so.
Oh, it has not been nice to you.
So you can just run through your design, your like lot of cookies. So like I say, the stencil gets very mucked up. So you even like before you couldn't see, well, let me tell you, you can't see now, especially I'm working in black.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
But I'm saying like for alignment, it's tough to see from, you know, this doesn't really matter, but it's tough to see. And you don't want to add too much airbrush because then it gets very wet.
Question for Airbrush Pro. How sorry, they're coming. Sometimes, okay, here it is. So when the airbrush spits dots, what am I doing wrong? I mean, from my experience, you're not using enough pressure or something, right? Or you're not when the airbrush spits dots. You know, like when it's not.
Because it's clogged. It needs to be cleaned out. It needs to be flushed out with hot water. Usually that will flush it out. So now I'm just adding a little bit of the airbrush to the edge just to give it, you see, it just kind of, if you look in an actual like nude dress on the edges, it does look a little bit darker and it gives it like less of a flat look. Just
nice.
like,
that's a nice detail. Yes. Kind of finishes it off.
And I'm working on a paper towel just to save my work surface. But the wireless airbrush, which is in the supply list, I find that it makes less of a mess than the conventional like plugged ones. The compressor is much like smaller capacity. It's just a light thing. And so it doesn't cause as much of a mess in your kitchen blowing everywhere. Like we've heard it, you know, it's up everybody's nose and covers every counter and cabinet. It's less prone to that, I find. So if you don't like that it could color the edge of your cookie, well, you can always make a chocolate cookie and that'll reduce the appearance of the airbrush on, you see, there.
So, Trisha, right? Sorry if I said your name wrong. Trisha, I bought the tutorial earlier this morning, but didn't see the dress.
Well, I added the supply list after. It's in the free downloads. It's just supplies. There's no tutorial for the dress. Today is the tutorial.
Oh, Jeremy, I'm glad that you are loving the dough easy.
Oh,
yes, exactly. That's how I call it, dough easy thing. Yes.
So this is a 104, and you can do smaller, but look at the width here, okay? So I'm adding a ruffle to the edge of this dress. So the smaller the piping tip, that means it'll be narrower in width. Well, you'll have to pass more often. So I opted for this one so that I could do 2 lines and be done. But the smaller might be more proportionate to the design. That's entirely up to you. Here we look at it. You see it creates 2 big ruffles. I personally like it, but that would be like a consideration if that's something you want to have like a bit of a more, you know. And so I'm just going to squeeze here. Let me just try on my paper before I had it in a wet paper towel. So I just want to make sure there's no water there. And usually I'll start squeezing and I'll try to tuck the icing under so that I have like a good end. And then I'm just squeezing and moving, kind of trying to mimic the like scalloping of that cutter. You see it's got like a bit of a scallop. So it's just like an S motion across the edge of the cookie. And then I'm not wetting my paintbrush, contrary to so many, like usually we always wet a paintbrush when we're doing brush embroidery. So I'm just flattening the edge to receive the next row of ruffles. But if I add water, I'm going to mess my airbrush design. As soon as I add water there, I will muck that up and completely, potentially get a drop of water and ruin it. So I'm now calculating so that I can hide that edge with this, the narrow edge down, and I'm doing exactly the same thing.
Everybody's loving it. gorgeous, beautiful, elegant, pretty, so elegant, Mar.
And again, I'm just coming in with my paintbrush, and you can kind of wipe it.
Yes, Debbie, we can see what you're writing.
You see, I'm just flattening it, and it just looks more like part of the dress.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty, beautiful.
Like that. So I'm gonna just do one more, and then I'll show you the bust. I did a little bit of a ruffle on the bust, and the bust is with a PME tip. I've used it in the past.
Is the icing you're using, excuse me, pipe the ruffle stiff?
It's stiff, and you're whipping more. When I make ruffles, I whip my icing a slightly bit more to introduce a bit more air. This icing is not ideal after to use for flood because there's a lot of air in it. And so when you add water to it, then there's nothing left to kind of hold it up. But when
I'm with you, Rachel. I want this dress to wear as well.
So when you're piping ruffles, I find it's easier on my hands if there's a little bit more air in it. It's less stiff. Especially if, let's say, this would be the type of thing that maybe for bridal you'd be making a lot of. My gosh, your hand will be just, you know, wrecked.
Yeah.
So I'm hiding, see, hiding that edge where I'm working. And then you're just squeezing and doing an S motion across. And basically that's it. It's really an easy, easy design.
Beautiful. I love that brush. Is that the same one you used the last time? It's like
my dollar store brush.
So
amazing.
Like, cool looking.
And now I'm going to switch out the piping tip.
Sorry, not cool. 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 Cool.
I'm going to switch up my piping tip to do the belt and a little ruffle right here. So this is the PME, and this is probably as small as you could get of a ruffle tip. Comes out kind of like a strap, like a belt. It's a 31R. It's in the supply list. And so I'm just piping right across here. You see it's a straight line. I make a little belt.
Okay, we have to acknowledge this. So Karen says, Mar taught us the term kitchen sink black, kitchen sink black on Wednesday. Is that what you are using here?
Yes, that's right. And
hey,
so
you learn something new every time.
So see the width on what I left? It's exactly the width of my little piping tip here. So I'm just doing up and down, creating a little ruffle right here at the bust area. And then I'm passing again slightly up to get it, like I'm doing 2 passes to get a bit of like a ruffle across, just like so.
Beautiful.
While it's wet, you could add a little silver pearl to the belt if you wanted. So just up and down to get this like little ruffle. And then I'm just angling at a different, they're like kind of more up so that it's separate so that they don't lay together. And then that's it. That's like
gorgeous.
Pretty
does
easy.
Does it come with a dance lesson or something?
No, I don't know any of these dances, but
beautiful.
But I'd feel like dancing if I was wearing one of these dresses.
Yes, absolutely.
And it kind of goes with my where is it here? My where's my cocktail? Oh, here it is. See, they kind of go together.
Yeah, they do hand in hand.
So nice.
Right, so we did have so Sarah, we always start at 1 p.m. Eastern time, which is a New York time. So I don't know why would you, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we always start at 1 p.m. Eastern time, New York time on Fridays. And Marlyn also has live, and it also starts at 1 p.m. Right?
That's right.
And on Instagram, we started last this Wednesday on 1 p.m. as well. But we might do a 12 on depending on who's doing it. So everybody is loving it, amazing.
So if anybody wants that cookie cutter or the supplies that I use, I put it all in the coffee shop. The supply lists are together. I didn't make you have to download 2 things. They're put together for today's date. The supply list for the cocktail and then for
I'm really waiting because Marlyn has an answer for this, I'm sure.
Which one? Does it come with a man? You don't need a man.
You don't need a man to wear a dress like that.
I mean, seriously, if you go out wearing this dress and you're feeling gorgeous, all you need is that cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I forgot the little belt on this one. There. I do like this particular tip because it looks different than if it was like a rope, you know, like the circle tip. It just kind of lays like it looks right. That's it. I done.
Awesome.
Oh, she has the perfect earrings. Anne-Marie has the perfect earrings to wear with them.
Beautiful. Now I don't know what I want more. Amber's drink or the dress?
You can have both.
I can have both? Okay.
All right. So this seems to be working now.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Okay. So like we were saying before, the cookie cutters are the science beaker. So if you just flip that upside down and have yourself a little...
What a great...
And this one's from Ann Clark, and then this is the Sweet Sugar Bell candy corn in the shapeshifter set. So if you go to the coffee shop today, you'll see the supply list there with all the clickable links. And then the templates are there also. So I'm going to be using this template. Oh, I froze. There we go. This template for my transfers to make the little fruits in the drink. I'm going to show you how to make those transfers in my little video here.
Mary, we hope you feel better soon, okay?
So I'm just piping these with flood consistency icing on a piece of parchment paper. And then you want to let those dry overnight. They did wrinkle a little bit because I used parchment instead of wax paper. And then the strawberries, also with flood consistency. I used Chef Master colors for this, super red and leaf green with a little bit of lemon yellow.
Oh, the little baby strawberries.
Little tiny ones. There's
tiny. How big are those? They look
tiny,
like
tiny. Like
half, not even is it half inch maybe?
Quarter, no, they're probably more like a quarter inch.
Quarter inch, so cute.
Okay, so those are the transfers. You have to let those dry overnight. And then the templates I trace with an edible marker. The templates are included in that summer drink template bundle. And then I just fill that in with flood consistency, white icing, because I'm going to be painting this. And that needs to dry overnight as well.
Amber, have you been designing your cookies using your Procreate?
Yes.
Yes.
Did I do the? I can't remember if I designed these on Procreate. I don't think I did, but I have done a few of them so far that I'll be making tutorials with.
You've been playing with it?
Yeah, it's fun. So those templates are in the coffee shop today. Okay, so then once that's dry, you can paint. So I'm going to just use gel food coloring.
There's something with a sound, huh?
Yeah, it's something weird.
Are you guys hearing us okay?
Seems okay now, right?
Yeah, for me it's sound fine.
Okay, so I put some food coloring in this little paint palette, lemon yellow, super red, and sky blue. And then I'm going to mix that with vodka. This is 151 proof vodka. The stronger the better because it evaporates very quickly, which means that it won't damage your icing.
Make sure you don't sip it while you decorate.
Yeah, don't drink this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna,
So Procreate, can you maybe somebody explain what the Procreate is? We have a couple
yeah,
questions.
Mar, do you want to talk about that?
Well, Procreate is a program that only is on Apple, and it's to draw. So you need a tablet that has the Apple Pencil capability, because some don't have.
Hello, Mrs. Spiegel.
Hi, Grandma.
Hello. So yes, you need the Apple Pencil capability to be able to draw, but it's a great way to design your cookies, and everything can stay organized in your tablet, and then you can easily make your templates, because those black outlines are very cuttable with your cutting machine.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, hey, Erin. Okay, so I'm just using my Wilton decorator brush to apply the yellow food coloring first. And
We
if
did have a question about the transfers.
Yeah.
Can you see it more? About the transfers. It was about how you can dry them. I can't see the question now. Oh, can you speed up? Sarah is asking. Can you speed up transfers drying in the dehydrator?
Oh yeah, I think with transfers it's totally fine, because you don't need to worry about butter bleed with the cookies, you know. There's no, like, you know, I don't think there's any risk to drying them in a dehydrator, basically.
They'll just be shinier.
Yeah. And then I'm going to use the red.
Of course you did. Amy is letting us know that she visited Michael's yesterday and she found, I guess, some treasures on clearance.
Oh, nice.
She'll be sharing on Tuesday. So
Well,
yes, go ahead.
I just want to address this. So you see, painting seems easier than airbrushing. Well, I do not agree. See, Amber is more comfortable with painting, but I am not. I find it very, everything I touch with paint looks like horrible. And she's more comfortable painting. So it's just a personal preference and what you're kind of acclimated to and what you practice with. And
Very true.
I find it's more fussy, like painting. You have to, like, you know, you put alcohol, like all of that, and if you it's not something I always do, but I have done some like minor things, nothing like you, Amber.
Yeah, it takes some
Beyonce and stuff, but it takes some practice, I think.
Yeah. Right. So if you're more comfortable with an airbrush, then definitely use that. I just have only used the airbrush a handful of times. And I have trouble with it still, so I need a lot more practice.
And you like the painting, that's part of it too.
Right.
Enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're painting, because it's alcohol, so it evaporates, do you ever replenish, you know, your vodka into the paint palette?
Oh yeah, because this will dry out pretty fast, so you are going to have to add more as you go along.
And is this paint palette in the supply list?
Yep. The paint palette's in the supply list. Pretty much everything is in there, including the stencil material that I use, which I didn't, this time I just cut my templates on paper. But if you have the stencil cutter, I included the stencil file, so that way you can make this a stencil.
Easier, yeah.
Yeah.
So you made the clickable PDF?
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, we make the supply lists are really super easy to use. We have clickable PDF files. So when you download that free download, you just click on the picture and it takes you to Amazon, and you can right away look at the product and see if there's others that kind of like you prefer, because usually they'll suggest others. But everything is right there and you'll know exactly what we're using, and you're not having to go search after. It's a super like easy to use.
And the templates can be found here. This is the Amber's template shop, and then Marlyn's shop is similar. just a different
Ending.
ending, and mine is as well. So you can find all the templates there and all the supply lists from most of the lives that we've had. We just started using the coffee platform. Maybe Mari, you started maybe 2 months ago, I think.
This makes me laugh. What are you trying to say to me, Diana? What are you trying to say to me?
I think it's being creative has nothing to do with being able to paint or anything like that. I think creativity can be found not just in cooking, like you can be creative in cooking, you can be creative in woodworking, right, Jeremy? You can be creative in gardening, or people don't give themselves enough credit. Just because you can paint doesn't mean you're not creative.
True. So when I'm doing like the blending here, I'm just dipping it into the more like liquidy parts of the paint. And then I always dab on my paper towel because I don't want to have a big like drip of liquid. And then just kind of blend that.
This is not wrong here, right here. Did you see?
I think your term is kind of catching on. Kitchen like.
I agree, Lori. It does look like tequila sunrise.
Yeah. I was Googling like summer drinks, and that was one of the ones that came up too.
So what's your favorite summer drink? I think you do like cocktails and stuff, right?
I like, I'm a tequila person. So my favorite drink is actually, I don't know, there's different names for it at different places, but it's tequila and like hot sauce and agave syrup, like just like very lightly sweetened. That's my drink. I don't drink very often, but when I do, it's
You go full pelt.
Yeah.
Tequila. Guys, taking note of it.
So now I'm just using the sky blue to do the glass.
So surely, I guess this is a question. Looks like you are blending two colors together using just alcohol. Team tequila.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does sound spicy.
Yeah, I like not too spicy, but I like some spice.
Yeah, that's what she's using.
Yes, this is vodka.
So what about you, Han? What's your cocktail?
I don't mix wine and cocktails.
Oh,
So
you're
it's just wine? Is that what you're saying?
I'm a wine drinker, but I can't really take like hard liquor. It doesn't I'll be yeah.
Hey,
it would have to be this small, like a strawberry. I'll have a little sip. But no, I literally try everything. I try everything, but I don't. I have to be careful because I'm.
Let's put it out to our audience here. What's your favorite cocktail, guys?
Exactly. What's your favorite drink? Maybe I'll get some. I mean, I haven't had a lot of cocktails in my life, I have to say. Wine.
I like a good sangria, I have to say.
See, wine does not agree with me.
No? Maybe it's too sweet or something.
I think so.
Margarita. I do like mojito, I have to say. I do like mojito. I do like that. Oh, lemon drop martini, wine. Yeah. Sangria. Yeah, I haven't made sangria. I'm in Spain. I don't drink, but used to make orange.
A chocolate martini.
Chocolate martini. Ooh. Oh, Bloody Mary.
Oh, yes. Love those too.
Bloody Mary. I mean, now I'm like, everything is coming. I'm boring. You're not boring at all.
But Carol, doesn't need to be an alcoholic drink. You could make I just like, there's ice and you maybe throw it in the blender with some fruit.
Yeah.
That's just fine,
Make it look like it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
Let me just show you.
Wasn't Shirley Temple non-alcoholic?
Yeah.
Is it non-alcoholic?
I just took the template, cut the top off so that I can trace the glass edge.
An edge.
Just wanted
Smart.
to show you that.
What is that?
I think that's kind of alcohol.
Oh, yeah. I used to drink that too. Yeah, and that was like a.
Yeah, I like margaritas as well. But Shirley Temple, that was or it is still a non-alcoholic, I think, right? And
Yeah.
it has like even for kids, it has such a fancy, you know.
Oh yeah, I used to get margaritas all the time.
An imperial stout. What? I guess that's some sort of beer.
That's a beer?
I think so.
Do you drink beer? I don't drink beer.
Not really, no.
Well, you can watch the replay. The lives are saved, and so you can always watch the replay if you want to circle back. Oh, mimosa. Yes, that's not bad in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. That you can drink that in the morning. That's right. Fresh juiced pineapple and orange flavored vodka.
All right, I'm using white powdered food coloring now.
What is that? I mean, I know what's Lamborghini.
Yeah, what is that?
I know what's Lamborghini. Is it like a special drink in a glass that it like, I don't know, folds up or something? Lamborghini is the car that has the doors open up, right?
I know nothing about cars.
I think so. I think it's the Lamborghini.
So Jennifer, the gel, sometimes in the alcohol you'll get like a gelatiny thing. You just move that to the side.
Especially with the red, there's like a big clump at the bottom, so I just avoid that part.
Yeah, it's like gunk, some kind of like, it always happens kind of.
Yeah.
You just get rid of it.
So I'm just gonna, when I want more concentrated red, I kind of just use what's around the edge here, because the alcohol sort of has evaporated in this part. So instead of like trying to get to that clump at the bottom. Okay, so now I'm just gonna paint some reflections with the white powdered food coloring. And this is like, the gel gives you more of a watercolor effect, and then the white is more opaque.
So I don't know why you're not being able to access the PDF files, Marlyn. I mean, you just save them to your computer. Maybe you have to download the reader. Maybe you don't have a reader on your computer.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be it. I had that problem when before.
Oh, that sounds good. Almond flavored liquor.
I think I'm feeling a little tipsy already. It's just from like reading all these things. Yes, that's what I thought. But I think Shirley Temple, you can also make it alcoholic. But I think, it's just it looks so fancy.
I'll look again at the supply list. I thought I had added the dress.
This sounds interesting as well. Oh, you guys are giving me so many ideas.
So if you click the arrow that's pointing and it says dress cookie cutter, that's a clickable link. And so that's how you get to the cookie cutter. It is there. If you see the arrows, those arrows are clickable for the supplies that they're showing, the little arrow.
And this is you doing the highlights with white, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jennifer, I am dying to make my own. If you do have a good recipe, I would love to have it, because there are lemons everywhere and they're amazing here. So I want to try to make my own. So pretty. So now you're going to follow the same same idea as you did with the drink?
Yeah.
Blending the colors?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be awesome, Barbara. Yeah, you could definitely get the dress, right? Everything matching. Yes, it's absolutely beautiful, Ams. Everybody's loving it.
Thank you.
What's the white powdered gel?
Oh, so the powder is from sugarpaste.com. They have powdered food coloring that you can paint with. I use it for, they have a really nice gold that I use, and the white, and they have black that I use a lot too. That's all in the supply list in the coffee shop. So if you go there, it's the supply list is a free download, and it's got clickable links to all the supplies.
One of the concerns that I'm sure you guys have heard too is, you know, you're using alcohol. Is there alcohol in the cookies after?
I mean, you know, it's not like an alcohol soaked kind of dessert that you might get. Because it evaporates.
Evaporate.
Yeah, it's already.
And unless you use alcohol that has taste, like all the extracts, lemon extract has a high alcohol content. I don't know if you, like, you can, if you buy McCormick brand on the back, it actually states the percentage. And lemon extract is something that I would use to make luster dust paint, because it does evaporate very quickly. But because it is very highly concentrated lemon extract, you are also transferring, it doesn't have, there's no alcohol on the cookie, but it does have lemon taste.
Right.
So you want to, you know, use something that doesn't have a lot of flavor, unless you like that flavor, you know?
Yes, you can use airbrush colors.
Yes. And if this were done with an airbrush, you could do it while the icing was wet. Right, Mar?
That's right.
I'm learning.
So Victoria is asking, can you use the liquid gel color and dilute it? Well, that's what Amber essentially did.
Yes.
But with alcohol. You can use water, but you have to be very careful how much water you add on your cookies, right?
Yeah, because you can see I'm going over this a lot. So if if there was water in here, my icing would just kind of get destroyed.
Yes.
Jeremy's on to our tricks.
What's that? What kind of tricks?
How to get engagement, the boozy cookies. We figured it out. Now in baking, if anyone is, you know, like a lot of people, I don't know about you girls, but I get questions all the time from folks that don't drink alcohol. How do you avoid having that? So in baking, I would say use emulsions, because those are water-based.
Yes, and the emulsions are delicious. I love those. But if you're painting,
if you're painting on a cookie, I don't know.
I found that water really is the next best thing, because I did like an experiment where I tried like alcohol-free vanilla. I tried lemon juice, and water just evaporated the fastest out of all of those non-alcoholic liquids. So
was it the lemon juice?
Lemon juice I tried. So anyway, this is now we've got our paint done, so I'm going to add my fruits. So these are the transfers.
Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
Super sweet. Thank you.
And I've got some stiff consistency icing in here with a leaf tip 350, because that's what I'm going to use to pipe the leaves on my strawberry. But I'm also just going to use it to attach the transfers to this cookie.
The transfers, if you guys have never made a transfer, you can make them way in advance. So some of you might be hobby bakers, and so sometimes there's not enough time. Well, that's the great thing about the transfers. You can make them months in advance, store them, and then pull them out decorating day.
Okay, so that's our...
That really finishes it off. It's really
isn't that cute?
Yes, it is. Very nice.
Yeah, can I have a glass?
All right.
It's not 2 o'clock here. It's later in the day, so I am allowed.
Yes, you are. You are. Just going to switch that to a 59S, which is a small ruffle tip. And I'm doing very similar to what Mar did earlier with hers, just putting a little ruffle on the bottom.
Look at the tiny strawberry. It it makes me up. It's so cute.
So I'm just doing a little up and down.
And this is, what is this piping tip?
This is a 59S Wilton.
Nice. Okay, so it's the super tiny one.
Yes. And I'm just using my brush to kind of shape that. These brushes are the Wilton decorator brushes in the 5-piece set. So all the brushes that I used today are from that set, and those are linked in that supply list as well.
I also love that set of brushes.
Yeah.
So nice.
So now I'm going to switch to a 1 for some little details. I'll just pipe a
Amy,
little.
what is everyone doing this weekend, guys?
Oh, good question. It's going to be so nice here this weekend.
So what are you doing?
I don't know. No idea.
What are you doing, Mar?
Well, Ryan, my son, is still injured, so he's slows us down a little bit to be able to, really do much.
Yeah.
So we're staying close to home. He can't really walk very well, so not much. We'll have a barbecue.
That sounds good.
Vicky is going kayaking. Sounds fun.
Nice.
Sarah is working. Yes. Yeah, some of us will be working. Nicole is going on vacation.
Ooh.
Lynn is, I guess, doing graduation cookies. Jennifer is going to clean. Cookie orders. Having drinks on the deck. Yeah, my girl. By the way, happy birthday.
Oh, yes, June, happy birthday.
Early happy birthday.
Well, chances are it's her weekend. It's on the weekend. Perfect.
Yes, it's perfect.
Nice. Now I'm just painting a belt. You could pipe a belt too. But I've got my paints here, so I just figured I would paint it.
Yeah, use it up.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of Tool because you can kind of like see through.
Yeah.
Oh, Anne-Marie's selling her house.
Ooh.
She's going to make a killing because the pandemic, the prices are through the roof. She's in Quebec too, I think. So it'll be, it's a good time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. Just putting my little strawberry in the middle.
Oh, look. That's right, Jeremy. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cute. The kids will love that. She's setting up her little kiddie pool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, maybe we'll do that this weekend.
Oh, the girls would love that if you set up a pool.
Yeah.
Are you because I was one of these moms. Are you one of the moms that runs the hose to the kitchen sink so the water's not so cold?
No, but that's a brilliant idea.
Everybody does that, no?
I never do that.
Well, it was so cold coming out of the hose. I couldn't imagine because then it's not like a pool where it sits in the sun all day.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's usually, if you wait, then it's full of bugs and stuff. So I would fill it and then they freeze.
I know. So just showing you this cutter transformation again.
Yes. It's a perfect cocktail. Really, it's the perfect. As an actual, if your cookie was actually the size of your glass, it would be so fragile at the stem.
Yes, that's very true. Mm-hmm.
I am going for an ice cream after today's live.
Oh, that's
you
nice.
are?
Yes. We're going for an ice cream into an old city, old town, so I'm excited.
Oh, nice.
Hopefully it's open. I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, I
Wow,
guess
that's
100
great.
degrees.
But yeah. At least, who had sharks in a pool? Okay. You had sharks in a pool, Carol? That's,
Tell us more.
tell us more. It reminds me of, if anyone saw Matador, I think it was called Matador. It's a movie with, what's his name? The former 007 agent. Can't think of his name. So he jumped in a pool with a shark.
Oh.
He jumped into the pool with a shark, yes.
We're going to Carol's house. That's what I want.
Okay.
Carol, we're on the way.
Yes.
Yes, that's a good idea. Jessica's going to make the actual cocktails.
Oh yeah. That is.
Oh no, it wasn't Sean Connery. It was the other. He paints now. Pierre.
Pierce Brosnan?
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
it?
Yes. The movie is fantastic. Matador. If you haven't watched it, it's fantastic. Fantastic. Very good laugh. Yes, he's so good in it. Ooh. Yes. That's yes. Not Daniel. No, not him. Yeah, we already figured it out. Thank you. Ooh, snakes and alligators in a pool. So far, I'm just cleaning the pool. I haven't been in a pool. It's still cold.
You said it's at 75.
It's not cold.
It's cold. I'm sorry. It's cold. I'm spoiled.
Yes, Jeremy, this is true. I'll stop now.
Oh, here she's found a recipe for you.
Oh, with I don't think I can have I can't access Everclear here. So I guess vodka. Okay, I will try it. Thank you. I will look it up because I want to try it and make my own.
Did you paint your nails, or is that a sticker like last time?
So I painted the yellow, and the glitter is a color street.
So is that a sticker?
Yes. I just assume like everybody knows what that is.
Feels like we know or something.
Yeah, they're like they're
stickers.
stickers basically, but they're like real nail polish and they last a long time.
So is it transparent though? Like so that you only got it on the ends?
Yes, but the sticker covers the whole nail, but it's just the glitter is on the top and then the nail polish goes through.
Very nice.
I did the nails to match the cookies.
Yes,
well, the way around. Yeah.
That's starting to be your.
Well, yeah, because on Instagram, Burnt Cookies by Mura hosts a nail cookie collab every month. So I might post this one for next month, but I just posted one Wednesday with mermaid nails.
Yes, I saw that on your story. I think you posted it.
Yeah. So she's my color street stylist. She got me hooked on it.
She's your color street stylist. That's it. You don't have to think about it. It's perfect.
Right? Oh yeah, Jennifer. I don't know if I can get Everclear. I'm gonna see what kind of grain alcohol I can source here.
All right, Sarah. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Thank you for stopping by.
Oh, thanks, Laura.
So thanks everybody for joining us. We're gonna wrap it up. So if you're interested,
again, you can find all the templates and supply lists in the coffee shop. The supply lists are always free, so this is just a way you can guys check out what you need. It's usually a clickable PDF, and you can click on the image or whatever girls have prepared in their PDFs, and it will take you to the store that they use to purchase. Usually it's Amazon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Global Belly, when available.
I occasionally link actually Etsy because sometimes
me too, yeah.
Sometimes the stuff's not available, certain like specialty things are not available on Amazon. So,
and when you do make a purchase on Amazon, we get a small, commission from the purchase, but we always recommend things that we use and that we love. Just kind of had to say that. Right?
So yes, the supply lists that for the 2 cookies are together. The supplies for both of those are in the coffee shop for both cookies. So thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll be back next Friday.
Next Friday, I think I'm doing something with somebody. I don't know.
I'm off next week, so
You're off, so it's Mar and I.
All right, so we'll put our thinking caps on. If you guys think of something you'd like to see, you can pop it in the comments and we'll try to accommodate. Last week it was your suggestion, the cocktails, so just let us know and enjoy your weekend. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
bye.
Bye.